so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're joining me from. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greeting according to your time zone. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I upload a video. You can be among the first to receive it. Then go to the comment section at all times. Leave your comment, drop your contribution. If you have suggestions, make it out there. If you have any criticism, put it down on the comment section. It will make us to get better, presenting you a better program. Thank you so much. Welcome. Share the broadcast as you join. Share the broadcast on your platform. Share the broadcast to family and friends. Share the broadcast in your WhatsApp group. Share the broadcast any place you belong. Please kindly share the broadcast so that others can join us. I appreciate every one of you that have been able to spend his time or her time to be here with us. I appreciate you. I thank you so much for joining this very brief broadcast. As we are getting to the broadcast, please, I appreciate you and I urge you to kindly share, help us to share the broadcast. Share to your family and friends, share to those who are close to you, share to your neighbors, share the broadcast in any WhatsApp group where you belong. Kindly share the broadcast, share, so that people can be able to join us on this very platform. As you know, we are building this platform very new. It's a new platform. This is not the place we do our live program. Our live program formerly is being done on King David Exploit Expose. But these days, you see that we have been restricted on King David Exploit Expose. We cannot be able to do our live program over there. And I have to be here so that I can be able to reach out to Biafran people. So please, as you join, kindly share the broadcast on your platform. Share it to family and friends. Share it to any WhatsApp group you belong. Wherever you belong, share the broadcast so that people can join us and know where we are and what we are doing. Today we have come once again to speak to Biafran people and talk about issues that concerns us. In this topic we are saying that Biafra land must be protected. Biafrans and Biafra land must be protected. This is something that we have to put at the back of our mind, no matter what the enemy does, no matter their propaganda and blackmail. Biafra and Biafra land must be protected. This is the situation we are in. When you see the things that are happening on a daily basis, we cannot fold our hands and watch our people being dehumanized. We cannot fold our hand and continue to watch our people life being taken away. We cannot continue to fold our hands and watch our properties being destroyed. The time has come when every Biafra has to rise up and put their hand on the deck to protect and defend Biafran people and Biafran land. And that is what we are going to do, which has started a long time ago, but we are going to intensify it and increase it. From all the things that are happening today, you can see that the enemy we are facing, they are not relenting. They are building new strategies on how to stop us. They are creating new strategies on how to distract us. They create new strategies on how to make sure that they deviate our attention from the real cause. But I tell you, the Biafran people, those who have the Biafran blood flowing in their vein, will never ever be distracted. No matter what they do, no matter what they say, they can't distract us. We will continue to do that which we are supposed to do. We will continue to set the record straight and continue to speak to Biafran people and continue to prepare for our exit from that contraption. They have brought so many propaganda. You saw when they played the card they played in the election. They first of all played the card of the London boy, and they brought the London boy for us, and they wanted us to key in into their politics, all in the name of the London boy, starting from the Ohaneze book which they used to play the card. The Ohaneze Igbo came on and they were preaching their so-called Igbo presidency. They attacked our Supreme Amazon land with that so-called Igbo presidency. They started that very plan right from when Mazen Nandekano was there. As soon as the late Muhammad Buhari took power the second time, they started that plan. And they began to give that fake promise of Igbo presidency. And because the people who we are dealing with are self-centered, selfish, their selfishness and their self-centeredness could not make them to see beyond their nose. They could not see what was coming. But I tell you, our Supreme Amazon Nandekano saw what was coming. And he told them, there is nothing like Igbo presidency. And anybody hoping on anything called Igbo presidency is wasting his or her time. Our Supreme Amazon Nandekano says that in a clear term, that anybody who is putting a hope on anything called Igbo presidency is wasting his or her time. And when he made that statement, people didn't believe him. Some people thought it was a joke. They didn't take him serious. They began to fight Mazen Nandekano. They began to plan evil against him. They went to the extent, up to the extent of kidnapping Mazen Nandekano. They planned with the government and they planned with the saboteurs who are with Mazen Nandekano. Those of them who pretend to be members of IPOB working with Mazen Nandekano, meanwhile they are working against him. They connived together and they betrayed Mazen Nandekano because of their so-called Igbo presidency. They betrayed Mazen Nandekano. And Mazen Nandekano was kidnapped in Kenya and sent to Nigeria through extraordinary rendition. Since then, Mazen Nandekano have been in DSS in detention. And even as at that, Mazen Nandekano went to the court in the zoo and he conquered them. Our Supreme Mazen Nandekano defeated them in their own court. He defeated them in their own court. They were defeated. But they have refused to let Mazen Nandekano go. Since then, we have continued to speak up, we have continued to cry, we have continued to talk, we continue to demand for the unconditional release of Mazen Nandekano, but they have refused. The reason why they sold Mazen Nandekano out was because of the card of the Igbo presidency. Even when we knew it was all a blackmail, it was all a lie, it was all a deception. When we told them, they never believed it. And they used the London boy, who was a willing tool because of his zeal of leadership. Because he wants to be on top, because he wants to be the first Igbo-speaking person elected as a president. He fell into that very trap. And they used him. And after using him, they pushed him into the Labour Party. And he went to the Labour Party. They began to preach their... Our spokesperson, Mazen Simon Ekpa, came out and also reminded us the message of Mazen Nandekano and told us that we will not participate in the election. That we are not supposed to participate. We will not legitimize the fraud. That whatever they are planning, just as Mazen Nandekano said that it's a fraud, our spokesperson continued hammering on that, telling us not to participate, not to legitimize that evil, not to legitimize our slavery. That we should not participate on it, we should not legitimize our slavery, we should exempt ourselves totally from that very election. But people did not listen. So many people did not listen. Even many listened. Because when you check out the rate of the registration of people who voted, the margin is so large. The referendum margin is so large. But the few people who went to begin to legitimize that very election today, you see where they have brought us. They have finally landed us into another deep sheet of hatred. They have finally woken up the beast in all other ethnic groups. And today, they have now brought a new enmity against Igbo Biafra. Some of the things we have been mending for a very long time, they have destroyed it. And we have to start re-educating people again. But I thank Chukwu Okikame that it is also a wake-up call to Biafrans. Biafrans who thought that one Nigeria was for them. Today, so many of them have realized that one Nigeria is not for them. So many of them are coming on board. They now realize that one Nigeria is not for them. And because of the hatred some of these people had on the Biafran people, that was why they were supporting the London boy. Because we said it from the beginning that this very support they're giving him is not genuine. That the support is not genuine. The people who were supporting because of the hatred they had on the Biafran people. Because of the hatred they had on Biafra, instead of the Biafra to succeed, because they saw the success of Biafra, they saw that Biafra was coming, they saw that the actualization of Biafra has become a reality, and they began to push their so-called obedient. They pushed the obedient and pushed and pushed and pushed, and look at where it has landed them. After all noise making and all manner of ball and blue, before you know it, look at where they landed. The election was rigged. The election was rigged. And after the election was rigged, they have continued to make that noise, thinking that they're going to change. You won't change anything. You cannot change anything. But what is disturbing that the Biafra must pay attention is that every Biafra should know that the Biafra agitation is not a political movement. It doesn't have anything to do with politics. IPOB is not a political party. The Biafra agitators are not politicians. We are not agitating for any politics, for any president, for any post. That is not what we are doing. And for anybody to try to bring their so-called Labour Party, to use Labour Party in form of a form of exchanging Biafra with it, you are mad. And that is what they are trying to do. They are trying to use their Labour Party now to cover the effect of the agitation. to make people stop talking about the agitation, the IPOB, and begin to talk about the Labour Party. Every Biafran must pay attention to this deceit. The only problem we have today as Biafrans, the only problem we have today is how we can be able to actualize Biafra. We have nothing to do with anything called Labour Party. Labour Party today, if you see the way they talk about Labour Party, they are attacking Labour Party as if it is an Igbo party. The way people attack it today, the way they talk about it, all these their politicians, the way they portray Labour Party, they portray Labour Party as if it is an Igbo party. Labour Party is not an Igbo party. Igbos, Biafrans, we don't have any party. We don't have any party. We are not part of anything called politics in Nigeria. Biafrans are not, we don't have anything to do with Nigerian politics. IPOB is not a political organization. We never ever be. As long as we are talking about the IPOB established by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the IPOB that was introduced by our supreme leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they have nothing to do with anything called politics. The autopiloted IPOB established by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that is still standing today fighting for him and speaking up, they have nothing to do with politics, and they are not a political group. If anybody is trying to bring down blackmail, trying to portray their so-called Labour Party as an Igbo party, Biafrans, Igbos, they have no such, there's nothing like Labour Party is not for them. It is not for them. That is the Zoological Republic property. So whenever you are defending your so-called Labour Party or whatever, do not try to relate it with the Biafran people. We don't have anything to do with it. Because we are not part of your so-called election. We are not part of it. And we'll never be part of it. Our focus and concern is to get our freedom, our independent nation. That is where we are focused, and that's what we are pursuing. We have been talking to our brothers and sisters in Biafra land to let them know this trick before we got to this time. We were telling them beforehand, but they refused to listen. We told them it was all a game, it was all a distraction, it was all a deception to distract you from that which matters. The most important thing that matters to every Biafran people is our freedom. It is very, very clear, even to the deaf and dumb and blind, that the Biafran people are not wanted in that contraption called Nigeria. They are not wanted. They are not wanted anywhere around it. That is why you see the kind of hatred you are seeing today. For no just cause. And this hatred has been going on. Whenever something happens in Nigeria, they will use the Biafran people to settle their matter. Whenever something happens, the attack will become a different thing. It will be on Biafran people. Even when other tribes commit all offense, when they want to attack, they attack Biafran properties. How long shall we continue to face this kind of atrocities? How long shall we continue to tolerate this? Time has come when we have to take up our responsibility and be whom we have to be. Time has come when we have to stand our ground and be whom we have to be in our own country and stand on our own. Enough of this pretense, enough of trying to please people. There is no way you can please anybody in that contraption called Nigeria. There is no way. You have been doing that for donkey years now. For donkey years, have been since independence, that have been done to make sure there's unity, to make sure you're acceptable. But they don't accept you, and they will never accept you. Why are you still wasting your time? Why are you still forcing someone to accept you? It is very clear that you are not wanted anywhere in the contraption. So why are you still forcing yourself in it? The right thing to do is to channel your energy to the right path. Channel your energy to your freedom. If you feel that the IPOB, autopiloted by Chukwu Okabiawa, under the spokesmanship of Mazisa Monepa and on the list of Mazin Nandikano, if you feel they are not doing it well, please create your own way on how to actualize the freedom of your people. It is only self-determination, freedom, that can give us the sense of belonging within ourselves, that can give us growth, that can give us protection. Today, you see what is happening everywhere in Biafra land. You see the way the life of Biafran people are being wasted on a daily basis. In every little thing, Biafrans are blamed. Other tribes and other ethnic groups will do things and get free. But when a Biafran does something, very especially the Igbo Biafrans, they will be attacked, they will be castigated, they will be sent to jail. For no just cause. Look at what is happening to P2B today. We warned him, but he didn't listen. Look at Peter Obi. A very clear example is Peter Obi. We warned him, we want Peter Obi, but he didn't listen. We told him what is coming because we saw it coming. We told Peter Obi that this thing you're getting yourself involved will not lead you anywhere. This thing you're getting involved in it, they are just going to try to use you to legitimize their evil plans. He never believed us. But today, look at the enmity he has drawn to the Biafra people. Look at the kind of trouble he has drawn to the Biafra people. And look at the way they are treating him like trash. Because of a simple statement that he made that is true. A truthful and sincere statement that he made. They went and hacked his phone. Now they are not even talking about hacking of phone, because even in their own law, in that contraption, hacking of phone is a crime. You don't have to invade somebody's privacy in such manner. But they did. Even though the information they got was, what people were saying wasn't a lie. These people have declared war against Christianity for a very long time. It has been going on long ago. It was because of what they are doing to Christians. That was why Donald Trump, during his own time, declared Nigeria as one of the countries where Christians have been victimized. And the man who came back now came and removed it. After removing it, the deaths and the destruction of life in Biafra land continues. Not only in Biafra, in all part of that contraption, lives have been wasted. The lives of the Christians have been wasted. Nobody is making a case for them. And how then can you explain in a country where you have a secular country, where you have the two major religions there, Muslims and Christians are there, and yet the major posts in the country, in the affairs of country, all the major posts have been occupied by one-sided people from one religion, from one section. Every post, to the extent that the international community will begin to ask, is this country a Muslim country? Because everyone that represents you across the world, they are all bearing a Muslim name. Everyone that represents you across the world, 95% of your representatives across the world, they are all bearing Muslim names. And you don't see that as war. Of course it's a war. Every one of them were there when the 1999 declaration was made. The declaration was made, nobody said anything. They pretended they didn't hear it. As if it's not enough. Were they not there when an Oba in Lagos declared war against the Biafran people? When they threatened to throw the Igbo Biafrans to the sea. Every one of them was there. They said nothing. They were there. They said nothing. Nobody said anything. As if that one was not enough. In the present day, in this very election, a tout came out and threatened that if Igbo Biafrans did not vote for his own candidate, that they should not come out. And he didn't only threaten, he went ahead to carry out the threat. So many properties were lost. So many lives were lost. These people I'm telling you about, they were not arrested, no question. They were not arrested, no question, not even question. But today, you see them from all corners calling for the arrest of Peter Obi. They are calling for the arrest of Peter Obi from all angles, all corners. People who claim to be educated. Just imagine that kind of double standard. What is that Peter Obi said that all the presidential candidates have not said? Turubi have said things that are worse than that. Atiku Abubakar have said things that are worse than that. Every one of them have campaigned based on religion and called on their own people to vote for them. Some even said that if you are from the north, do not vote for anybody that is not a northerner. They didn't see that as hate. They didn't see that as inciting. But today, look at, they have used Obi today to be a headline. And instead of Obi talking about the petition he put in the crowd, he's busy defending himself. They have created fear in him that he can't even come to Twitter and tweet anymore. He can't even be on social media. They are threatening him to arrest him at any minute or send him in exile. All because he's an Igbo Biafran. But we knew that that was what was going to happen. We knew that it would be so. There is nothing that they are doing that is surprising to us. Those of us who are the followers of Mazin Nandekan. The autopiloted IPOB. We are not surprised at anything that we are seeing today because we knew it will happen. We knew it would get to that. And that was why we said that Biafrans should not come out. They should not participate or legitimize that evil. We knew very well that that was what was going to happen. But because some people cannot see beyond their nose, because some people are so selfish and self-centered, they were not able to see what was coming. And today, here are we. Here are we. And you think it's over. Just wait until they sway in that Jagaban. When they sway in Jagaban, then you will begin to understand better. If they succeed,